Advisory Board.
Okay.
From which organization?
Youth Advisory Board.
Okay.
My name is Yazid Adam from Youth Advisory Board.
I'm the person of Abdul Latif for Youth Advisory Board. I'm Ayegwa Nathaniel Sandra, Ghana Youth Federation at West.
Please come again.
Ghana Youth Federation at West.
Okay. Okay, network for
National Youth Authority.
National
Youth Authority.
Youth Authority.
Felix Warren, West Youth Parliament.
Okay.
SRT Matthew, Wild West Youth Federation.
Okay. Wild West.
Youth Federation.
Okay. Federation.
Percy Godfrey, National Youth Authority. Yahya Abdul Latif, Young African Great Man.
Okay. Young African Great Man. Okay. Alright. Thank you very much. So my name is Godfred, and then here is just mention.
My name is Mohammed Hanafi.
Okay, and then we have Christian. Okay, and we have a very special guest coming all the way from Bahrain, in the Kingdom of Bahrain. We are an NGO called International Institute of Inspiration Economy, and then as of now, Dr. would present to us the main reason why we are here. With a round of applause, let's welcome him.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, sir. Before that, Director would.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think
Like to come here?
no, you sit. You are our guest.
Thank you.
So we made some introduction, and maybe I need to throw more light on the various groups that are gathered here, so that the doctor will know more about. Yes, we have about 5 or 6 groups that have met here now. We heard of Youth Advisory Board. That is a youth group under Plan International Ghana. So they are also in the other districts of the region. And we also heard of Ghana Youth Federation. Ghana Youth Federation is more or less like an umbrella body of all the youth groups in the region. Yes,
Nice.
so that's an umbrella body
For the region or for the whole Ghana?
it's for the whole Ghana, but their rep here
Yeah,
is for the region. Yes. So all the registered
Nice.
youth groups under National Youth Authority, they come together to form the Ghana Youth Federation. That's the umbrella body for the youth groups. And we have Network for Young Women Empowerment. You can see the name alone speaks
Yes.
for itself.
Yes.
It's a network of young women selected from different districts in the region that have come together to serve as a voice for young women. So they engage themselves in more in gender issues.
We met with the girls from the Action. Was there?
Yeah, Young Urban Women Movement.
Okay,
They are
so-
also part of you. Young,
that was in-
young urban women.
No, they are in Tamale.
They are in Tamale.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
then-
no, they have.
Yeah, they are.
So they focus more on issues like child marriage,
Yeah.
teenage pregnancy, and issues that affect young girls. And we have youth parliamentarians here. You know, as a region, we have a youth parliament,
Okay.
but we have district youth parliaments as well.
Okay.
So we have reps here. And I think Young African Great Mind, you already know about them. So basically, it's more or less like the reps of all the major development-oriented youth
Okay.
groups in the region.
Okay.
And these are the main organizations that we engage on most of our development projects. So even after your engagement with them, we are even supposed to have meeting and some of the outreach programs that we are supposed to have. So I would say your meeting with them is very timely.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very timely because you are going to get a lot of tidbits that is going to help them in their activities, upcoming activities. Yes. So once again, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Okay, as Brother Fred said that we are running out of time, and thank you, sir, for the introduction. Now it's more clarified for me, so thank you. Yani, say that such a person, he have empathetic mind. What we need today is to work on. Today I was saying to the guys yesterday, is the world is moving so fast that we cannot afford anymore to live without what we call full thinking. Means that we have to be selective, and where we would leave our legacy. Every one of us will have a legacy after he leaves this world. Some of us will have large legacy with high impact. Some of us will have limited legacy, maybe only his family, or maybe only for himself, unfortunately. Okay. We suffer this a lot from the Arab world, coming my background from the Arab world. But I claim that I don't like people to tell me I'm from Bahrain. I claim that I'm an international citizen. And I dedicated my rest of my life since 45, so I'm now 56. And got early retirement only 2 years ago. More to dedicate my life to create the change that I believe in. That the change, whatever is the name, brand will give you card. We call it now inspiration economy, but whatever the brand, it's one message: is that we humans are more important than the dollar, okay, or your CD, okay. It is more important than looking for a fund. It's more important than even our power within us. We can change the whole world, and we work in a formula different than the formula of capital-based economy. Capital-based economy talks about supply versus demand. Our formula here is about capacity versus demand. See, I didn't know today, for example, that I will meet you. Okay? And actually, this morning, I apologize for quickly. I gave him a little bit shout or shock, because we are under pressure to leave, to the airport within 1 hour, because we have a flight to catch to Accra and so on. But what I wanted to say here is that this is the capacity. Is that okay? I met now these people. What should I? After the introduction, I got to know where am I? What I'm doing now? Yeah. So it is up to us to raise this capacity. That we have to have high readiness. We have to be not only having efficiency in our services, but we have to have effectiveness. Most of the NGOs I meet in the whole world, and I travel to 63 countries. And in the last since I dedicated my life to this NGO that we created in Slovenia, I didn't create it in Bahrain. Okay, Bahrain actually have a society that recently only established about 2 years ago. We created, this is a global citizen, and this is what we say always: think global, act local. Okay, that we shouldn't, okay, we are doing something for our community, yes, now. But always our thinking is that will be a story, that the whole world should learn from it. We are not working only for our communities, and mainly we are not working for ourselves. All of us want to be successful. But the most important that we, more than being successful, success is for ourselves. But to be inspired, and inspiring means that we want to affect the community in a way that inspired person, he affect many people. And while he is doing our project, he will do lots of, this project will open lots of projects, other projects. The more people replicate you and replicate your model, not replicate your structure, not replicate your NGO, not replicate whatever services you are doing. No, replicate your successful model that you are achieving faster with minimal resources. It means that you are going towards inspiration. So what I wanted to tell you here is that there is the purpose of the visit, because this is what Fred asked me to talk about now, is that we want to collaborate with lots of NGOs. I came now unofficially. I came as a visitor, based on our friends' again invitation and so on. But looking forward whether we can really put our resources here or not. Our resources not relevant to money. Okay, totally we are not fund-oriented organization. Even we apply this model to ourselves. Okay, so far, and in the last 4 years, I focus on 2 issues: on building the concept, which is inspiration economy, and now, alhamdulillah, spread all over the world. It has lots of publications, not only my publications, but other people. So see, we influence something, a movement called inspiration economy. Okay, and then came after it youth economy and resilience economy, now, which is now a lot of publications coming up in that area, because of our initiatives also, and because of others' initiatives. I don't undermine others' initiatives, but I mean these concepts now are coming around. All of them, they meet in one area. They meet is that we we humans, we have intrinsic power. Our ability to use the opportunities around us and explore the opportunity or discover the hidden opportunities. We work, ladies and gentlemen, our work. God has given us the ability, our difference than a human is in our ability not to innovate, not an ability to create, okay, but an ability to discover. Every one of us can discover, and discovering the opportunity is a technique. Okay, solving the community problem is a techniques. We have built this capacity of technique. We want to deploy it to you so that also later we will learn from you. So nobody's clever than here. All of us same. Actually, you are having more potential to service for your community and the whole Africa better than me, because you know your culture better than me. Okay. The only thing what I want to deploy to you is the technique how we solve problems instead of approaching it through services. Okay. People, they don't need any more services. With time, for example, most of us we work either about poverty elimination, okay, or poverty alleviation, okay, or about the issues of inequality, isn't it? Most of us, somehow it is related to these issues, or environmental issues, okay. So these are, I can categorize most of the problems around this, and all of these does not need really only services. Services will not solve the problem. What will it will do? It will alleviate the problem. It will minimize the problem. It will not wipe it out. Okay? And with the government efforts, which is like for Ghana, poverty will be extreme poverty will be eliminated. Okay, we don't see it in the north compared to the south. Okay, and you know that, and I know that, and the statistics say that. But with time, it will be. There will not be extreme poverty, but there will be a lot, and it will increase a lot relative poverty. Like what? Like people that they are not employed. Okay, they are living in minimal. They barely save for the day. Okay, people they finish education from high school or from colleges. We call them NEET, not an employment, not an education, not an training. And I have written a lot of things about this issue. It is now not a syndrome in the whole world. The whole world is producing lots of students graduating, but they are what? At the end of the day, are sitting at home for 2-3 years. Most potential such people, even though if they get employed, even with better jobs, most probably they will not be a good employee, or they don't have a family stability. Okay. Can you close the door, please? So I wanted to say here is that we are coming here, the purpose I'm coming here to see the potential of collaborating with you guys, and similar we talked the same NGOs, also lots of NGOs in Tamale, is that we willing to collaborate, because we are not competitors here. We are trying to support you to bring not results, outcomes. The differentiation between result and outcome is totally different. It's not about how many people you are serving in the community, how many people you are feeding, how many people has attended your lecture about inequality or about poverty or about youth empowerment or about women empowerment or about girls empowerment. Doesn't matter how many, but how many girls really have changed. How many girls have started to do projects that is changing their community. What are the impact of the projects that has been initiated in their community? With minimal resources. With minimal resources. Because as we learn, as we are, you are coming now to be emerging economy. You'll be richer than the Arab world. Okay? If the people start to work like I'm seeing the whole Ghani people, I'm taking lots of photos they see. Okay, what I'm saying Ghana opposite what we think. It's full of lots of people are working the whole day. The only thing they need direction, where they work, what type of plants they grow. Okay, what is the return of investment on certain things? How they can improve their profit margin? How they repackage the product in a way that they can sell it in a better market, or sell their current product and maybe even to local market but in a different place. These things, I think it is clearly from my observation, and this is the power that I want to teach you, the power of observation and visualization, because this is the technique we solve with chronic problems. Okay. If you can see behind my card, we'll give you our card and you can share it now. Okay, maybe later I will send you more cards. I think I have more here, hopefully. If not, then we'll get you from the card. You can share one organization, they can share, please, because I don't have enough. Okay. So you can see behind the card, I'm claiming that we solve complex problems. When I started this 4 years ago, they say, no, because you work with government. I was most of my life, I work as an expert for government to solve chronic problems, okay, like diseases, like migration, and so on, okay, or how to improve their utility utilization and so on. What I wanted to say here is that this is an opportunity to meet you and to discuss with you is that we can work on lots of formulas relevant to that. These formulas are applied by learning. It is learning by doing experience. We don't claim that from the first time when we do a project with you, inshallah, and by goodwill, that we will be successful. What we claim is that at least we'll show you the best ways to deliver a project that is with high success rates. Okay. Now we are working in 17 countries with many youth organizations like you. Okay. What we started to do also, because we found that most of the developing countries, from India, from countries like Morocco or Egypt or Bahrain, okay, or many countries that work in Bosnia and so on, that we found that people, they are hesitant to try. They are looking forward to give them a service, or they are willing to attend a lecture, okay, and to listen and so on. But when you tell them, let's try this project with you and it will take some time, maybe 1 month, 3 months to come and do the project, they will be hesitating to do that, okay? Even NGOs, unfortunately. They want always quick funds and quick wins, okay? So what we did recently is that we started to release the competitions and the awards. The competition means that we go for schools, or universities, or NGOs, and tell them we'll collaborate with you and doing a competition, either for your NGO itself or for the students in your area, where you can, or not the students, sometimes your followers or those who members who believe in your concept. The idea of the competition to push people to the field, to push people to discover what type of poverty you have. We know we have poverty in this area, but what type of poverty you have? Why people are poor? Even though they are living in a green area, we are much richer than Arab world. Okay, what is the reason? Okay. Besides, let's say, forget about governmental issues, forget about corruption, forget about whatever parliament member. Always this is blame culture in developing countries, including Arab world. What you have done about it? What we can do about it? I'm telling you that most of the problem is about us, not about the people that is leading us and so on. So what we can do, since all of you is the leader here, okay, from the way you're introducing yourself and so on. There are lots of things we can do. So we start with these projects. These projects will be in competition. The best project, always we say, the best, let's say, if we have 20 projects, the best 5 projects will be going to award winning, we give them appreciation of $100. It's nothing, the amount is nothing, I know that. But at least we show, and then we are appreciating the efforts that you are doing. Okay? And if there are learning costs relevant to the project, and we believe that the project will help us, also will help you on the managing the learning costs, and then sponsoring the project, taking the project with you till we see the outcome. We can't change the whole community, but what we can do, all of us sitting here, we can create small models. And I would like to imagine, always I tell them, Ghana, or at least northern side of Ghana, since most of my visit is here, okay, I'm going to Accra only tomorrow there. I'd like to imagine that the northern region become a reference for the whole Africa. Okay, we are already working in Mauritania and we are doing great success stories. Just to give you example, flavor of what we do. Okay, women in Mauritania, in Nouakchott, the capital of Mauritania. This is for the women, ladies, maybe it will be interesting to them. They leave their families for at least 3 weeks per month, so one week they get off, to work on the factories of camel wool weaving for carpets, okay? Doing carpets from camel wool. They leave their families for that, and some of them are elder women, some of them is grandmothers, and some of them they bring sometimes girls with them also, so they don't go to school. We found this in the factories. So what we said to the factory, first of all, this is wrong. Second thing is that the factory was complaining that it's not selling its products. So there is an opportunity here for us. We can help the factory to improve its products. The product will be less in errors, and we found out that if we now change the model, what is the model we change? Why the factory have to be in Nouakchott? See, a question like this, very simple question. Doesn't need to be. You need to be clever to ask why the factory need to be in Nouakchott. Why the factory not in the villages? Because what is the factory? The factory is only the weaving machine. So why I don't take the weaving machine and spread it? They were hesitating to do this trial. So what we did, to show you where we invest, where is we focus on investment. We said, okay, we'll buy from you 4 weaving machines. We'll put it in 4 different villages. We'll take 4 women from these women, which is they are from that villages, and we'll take them there, and we'll put it in a place in a family house, which is big. You know, you have this family house which is in the middle. Whereas the weaving machine not only for the family, it is for the whole community around there. We'll buy for them a wool for 2 carpets for each village. Okay, based on they retain back the investment we did. We don't want interest, but to show them, and never, ladies and gentlemen, give anyone, even if he's a totally poor, okay, give him something free. Always let people feel that they earn it. Because part of my human dignity is that you don't give me something free. Okay? I needed only your help. I needed only your facilitation, even not your help. Okay? So this is part of human dignity. So what we and after a while I go back to Mauritania, alhamdulillah, now the project is successful and spreading. What has happened to the factory? It improved. So if we start to do like this, even while improving the economy, the factory is getting its return. We are now working with the factory how it sells its product in a better way. By putting stories and telling them, don't sell it to the Arab world, don't sell it in Africa, because these people, they don't appreciate organic carpets. Sell it to Europe, package it in a proper way, put with it a story of the women, and how much they are suffering in that village and how many children they have, and see what is the return. So this is now, we did not calculate frankly the return, but the return I'm sure it is much higher than if the factory was going to have automation. They had a donation from some of Gulf Arab countries, okay, to automate the factory. Do you think that automating the factory will be better than having a weaving factory? No. Why? Because automating the factory, it means competing with China. Okay, I want to differentiate my product, and this is what we do. We look for the poverty people. What is their capacity? I visited maybe 17 directly or indirectly. We visit 4 physically. We enter 4 villages physically, right? At least 4 or 5 villages. And maybe 12 I visited while they are talking. Okay? Taking photos, observing what is these villages are doing and so on. They don't know why I'm taking photos, but I'm taking photos because part of my process of observation, evaluating how the village is living. For example, I noticed that you have a conference hall in every village. Do you know that? There's a conference hall. Where is the conference hall? The place they are sitting in when they are gathering, okay? This can be a community center, yes, okay? This can be a term to be a strong utilization. You know one of the secrets, did you hear about Grameen Bank? Grameen Bank is Muhammad Yunus who got the award, the Nobel Prize award for, they call it Bank of the Poor. Okay? It's very popular. You should know about Grameen Bank story, okay? Grameen, G-R-A-M-E-E-N. Okay? Bank. E-E-N, yes. Yes, okay. Bank, yes. So they call it Bank of the Poor also. Muhammad Yunus is the one, Professor Muhammad Yunus, who got the award, Nobel Prize award. Now it is a good story and very successful. But the only difference with this, I differ with this story, is that it's based on debts. So it makes people microfinancing. So what is the model of microfinancing? He brought this model. Okay? But the only thing, okay, you can bring help to help the poor, but they will live in debt. So they will not finish. The family always will be in debt. They have every week they'll go and pay their fee and so on. They encourage them to build buildings. So you can see there's lots of development relevant to the quality of life, but the people are in debt. I am saying that's a good model. I'm not undermining, but there is other type of model. Is that no, we show the people there is lots of facilities, lots of opportunities within the. I was coming in the road and I saw tomato. What we are doing with tomato, we have abundance of tomatoes. Okay, many villages they have abundance of many things around them, but they are not using it. I was telling them to the story of the maize and how we can utilize it in different things. Now we are grinding the maize. Okay, now in Brazil they are selling the maize as oil for the cars. Okay, now I know this is a government decision, but I'm saying there's lots of opportunities. And in country near you like Kenya, which is I visit and work with, they have a Hilda, a type of product called Hilda. If you want to write it down, Hilda. It is the similar weather. Okay. This the weightage of this hilda is like the weightage of gold. It is like more than the cacao. Okay, it's called cocoa. Well, cacao or cocoa?
Cocoa.
Cocoa. Okay, it's more than the cocoa. Okay, because the Arabs and the Indians they grind it, they put it in the cooking and so on. This it grows naturally. So there is example of changing the type of products and so on. Packaging the product, bringing cold storage to certain areas where they have fish, and starting to take it directly to. This is where we can invest. Okay. So we're looking for lot type of areas where we invest very minimal after we define the type of area. Very minimal investment. I'm talking, by the way, $500 maximum, but it will help the community to change, and it will help the community not to say, oh, I think that the sky will bring us the gold. You have to work for it. You have to earn it. Okay. So this is maybe my quick introduction. I don't want to take long time because we are running out of time. I want to hear from you and ask me some questions so that I can answer. And thank you very much for your good listening. So we have about half an hour. I'm willing, because the more you ask, the more we can discuss and give you. Instead of doing presentation, I thought there is no time for presentation. But if we get your email and your number, please, I would appreciate that. We are creating a group for. Yes. So you can explain what is our group.
Okay, so basically we have a WhatsApp group. Right now we don't have enough time to explain to you much about what the organization is into. So we have a WhatsApp group that we've created, and we'll take your number. A sheet is going around. When it gets to you, just write your number, your email, the name of your organization, and then we'll get back to you in a week time to let you know what exactly that we'll be embarking on.
Yani my wish, as I said, and we use inspiration economy, all of you use it as another tool. It's not again NGO. Don't worry about. Just use use our techniques as a tool. And these guys, a little bit, they've been trained the last now 5 days, 6 days to take some of the responsibilities. Try to solve problems locally with you. We want to bring lots of experts because the whole. I believe after 30 years, this type of economy will be spreading all over the world. It will control the whole world from the concept of not depending on resources, depending on ourselves, depending on our intrinsic power, our ability to discover the intrinsic power, not within ourselves, even within our community, will be totally different because we'll start to see things in different way. What we do, what inspiration economy is about, finding hidden opportunities inside the problems, not looking for a solution. See, most of the people, they look for a solution. Solution need funds. Okay. Did you see a solution without fund? I didn't see. Minimal fund have to be there. We are looking for opportunities to turn over, that, like the example I've shown you. Okay. And there are lots of examples. Just when you are now asking, if you ask, I see the interest, I'll give you lots of examples. We have 600 type of case studies that we have done in different countries. 21 books we publish on that. Okay. And many papers, about 300 papers that we publish it scientifically also. Because we believe also, one of the added value, just before I conclude, one of the added value for any community, even for the authority, okay, to differentiate yourself from any other authority, even in the Africa and the whole world, is that it have a scientific part, not only a practitioner part. Okay? Not being pragmatic is good, but also have to be scientific. Means that always we have data, and these data not about results orientation. How many I trained, how many I served. Okay, no, it's about what is the outcome. Okay, on the community. What are the things that we can deliver in a better way. Okay, so that we sustain. And also I'm encouraging you, like I'm doing for my model. We have all of us to be social for a profit. We can't be only NGO waiting for donation from here and there, because the world is changing so fast. And one day you'll not be actually getting donation because they see your economy is coming high, but still your community is poor. Why are they giving you donation now? Because you are still in the verge of, but in what time, and you can see that some European donations I've seen, even in statistics, has started to come down. Okay, because there is other countries that they are poorer than you. Okay, yeah. I think I need to stop and hear from you. Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay. Like I said earlier, I think our meeting with the doctor is very timely because our common goal as a group here is to find solutions to pertinent challenges that we are facing in our various communities and districts as well. And I think if I should summarize all that, what I say is to be innovative. We shouldn't always depend on some big funding before we can make meaningful impact in our various societies. And I think he's a very knowledgeable person, and we're having this rare opportunity. So please, let's feel free to ask questions and all that. I don't know whether a sheet is going around for us to for the emails. Okay. So at least I think it's a very good opportunity for us to. So let's make it.
You can talk even about your challenges, current challenges, about problems that you are seeing.
Yes, as a group, these are the challenges that maybe you are facing and all that.
I think, sir, yeah.
Matthew.
Thank you very much. In your submission, you did ask a very important question about why is it that sometimes you get to a community or society, you realize that, for example, you use a green, it's green, you have green grass, the land is fine. Yes. I don't know, I have this suggestion and I want you to help me out with it. And it is that sometimes it is the starter, what will start you in your innovation. For example, let's take the green grass. Maybe I know that here during the rainy season we have a lot of green grass around, but the dry season is not there, so animals feed on it. Let's assume that I want to cultivate, take that one, I cultivate some green grass, keep it.
Yeah.
But where I can get maybe a tent or a storehouse to keep it is a problem, and the problem is that how to start. Put up that door.
Okay, so based on fact, if we start to collect fact, and then whatever you mentioned already, I mentioned. For example, this country can feed from the whole world. Maybe let's say not whole world. Let's say Africa and Arab world from the cattle and the sheep. We have a huge number of abundant greenery. Okay, where it can be your sheep. Actually, unfortunately, most of your cattle are on the roads. They are eating anything. Okay. Well, maybe they're leaving the greenery because nobody taking care about them. The other issue is that you might not go even sell sometime for direct product like this. I mean, you might if you have organized, you bring an investor, or you start with a small investment. I am the one who will start always with a small investment. My project is always small, not major investor. But we might encourage other investors. The idea to bring other investors. See, I like people to imitate us and take the project from us, even take all whatever we've done, because it means we have done our job. And you don't need some time to, as I said, to start big. Like for example, taking meats, storing it in a proper way, sending it to Accra, to a neighboring country in the beginning, okay? Cutting it in a proper way, making for it a brand, okay? And hygiene and so on, taking care of the, of the health of this poultry and so on. Next time we visit one of the chicken farms and so on in the road. So I'm saying, doing that and fresh. There is a high demand because your population is coming high. The whole world coming, Africa's at least, okay, is becoming very high, okay. So there lots of demand on the meat. Actually, there is now security issue in different countries because they are not getting enough meat, okay, in the right time. It comes sometime abundant certain seasons and not available in certain seasons. So what I'm saying here, we need to organize this by starting small and doing a model and spreading this model. See this, we invested that much, that change. See, the idea we call it socio-economic, which means what? We don't care about the economic status first. We care about what? Our data, about the social status first, about the community status. This community have diseases, they are having famine in their. I visited certain villages with clear famine. Okay, you can see from the stomach of the children, the way they are, their build up, their posture, and all, they are having famine. Okay, why they are having greenery around them? Where they are having their how come they have sheep and everything there? So they have milk. Why they have famine? Because they are not organized. They need only someone to facilitate them. And believe me, later we will learn from them. They'll bring more innovative ideas. So this is if we go direct for the direction you have given me. But my mind, sir, Abdul Latif, his name, sir? Latif? His name? Latif.
Matthew.
Okay. My mind, I'm very disruptive. I don't go, I'm just suggesting this to start. But if I were you, I will not go for a direct means. You know what I'll do? I'll go for byproducts. Byproducts, either I'll go for, the extras from the sheep when they slaughter them, for I'm talking about leather and these things, extras and bones and so on. I'll go for that also area. Or I'll go for dairy. Okay, dairy products, for example, the whole country now, believe me, I don't know about Accra, but I know now from Tamale to here, there is no fresh milk. There's fresh milk maybe you, because you know a farmer near you, but there is no fresh milk. And we notice this most of Africa. They have sheep, but they are going for powder milk, which is not healthy. Okay, or they are going for long life milk, okay, which is not healthy again, because you don't have proper storage in most of them. So if a company now starts small with having proper milking of the cows or again the sheep and so on, and then taking this to a proper storage and packaging it, or taking another byproduct, which is ice cream, for example, it's for sure, and saying and making a brand that this is coming from organic farming, for sure people will start to appreciate it and so on. Based on that, you build all the supply chain. I'm not talking it's an easy story. It needs a lot of effort, and sometimes having 3-4 NGOs collaborating and using their people in different places, it will help the story to be more successful. But everything in life is about challenges. Okay, without challenges there is no change. If you want change, you have to get challenges and discover your chances. Okay, so I call them these 3 C's. So I didn't. Did I answer you, sir? Or? Thank you. Any other comment?
The earliest would be information about the purpose of coming here. But then I only heard you say that we are here to collaborate more.
I can't hear you. Can you close the door, sir? Yeah, I can. Yeah.
With your earlier submissions,
Yeah.
you did mention about the purpose of you coming here.
Yes.
And you said you were going to collaborate with more NGOs. And most of the youth group present here are under the National Youth Authority, which is a state organization. So how are we going to get more collaboration with that?
Collaboration means that now we have a project. Okay. If you suggest for that, we are collecting your emails and so on. We are trying now to organize whatever I talked to you about, which is the competition and the award. Or without competition award, if you don't want the competition award, if you have a project, you want someone to help you in solving the problem. Let's say if you found that there is lots of youth unemployed. Don't you have this? Or lots of youth, they left school. You want to find alternatives for them. And this is a chronic problem. I mean, you've seen it, not one person. We don't work with one. We work for a community issue. This is the area where, okay, I need your help in that area. We start with your project, as simple as this. So your project will be the model for us in that area. Someone else maybe will do it with him in different way. Same issue, but the solution will be different. Because each community, see, even in Wa, the community in the north is different than the south. The solution might be different. It depends on the community type. It depends on how we see the opportunity inside the community. Some community they might go for production. Some community might go for agri solutions and so on. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm trying to follow up on Brother Matthew's
Please.
question. Yes. You made mention of capital. Sometimes you can have the capital, right, and you are able to produce something, but the linkage that you want, the networking, probably if you produce, say, shea butter in the north here or why here, and you are able to export it, you'll be able to gain more rather than selling it within why here. Sometimes you are able to produce it, but how to get, let me borrow the word, better market. Because we can have market here, but maybe it's not giving the right returns. But how to get better market also becomes the problem. So
That's we need experts. But still, we will work for that. We don't claim, and for example, for me, I don't know how you get a better market. And I've seen the share better, a good story actually, success story from Tamale. Okay? But I believe share butter is one issue. Just عشان I don't want to dive, I will finish share butter, but I will come to another issue. Share butter is very important, and I believe it's a very good product. But again, maybe we can bring byproduct from share butter, or no, don't sell it in like our sister. She's selling it in tons, in tamale, okay, and the huge demand. She's saying they are taking it. But maybe we can bring other products other than cream and so on. So we need people who this is where we sponsor. We bring people to see where is the adding value at the end, and this is what one of my solution. I find that this problem in the whole world. What is the whole world? There is lots of people who's coming out of poverty or near poverty line, or lower middle class. They are producing, but what's happening to them? Either they are controlled by people in the middle. They take their product with a very, very low price. What happened to the poor who's producing? The profit margin still is very bare minimum. They barely save for the day. They can't save for tomorrow. Any crisis happen, there'll be a deep debt or deep poverty. Okay? So what we are trying to say, we are trying to find this type of mediation from part of our model, which is mediation, not me only, mediation from you guys. We will have a social for profit, a return for these people who's working to help this service and try to produce it in a different way, bring the expert and pay him. Okay, we work professionally. Okay, at the same time, we are adding a profit margin to the pool. This is our main concern. Not main concern to sell the share product. The main concern is to add value to the poor, because the way they are working, and our sister in Tamale, she told us when I talked to her about this, about productivity, she specified, sir, 2 issues. She said, I need a roster. Okay, because they are, if I get a roster, I will produce more. I have a demand. Already my products are sold. I don't have problem with selling my product. And actually they take it from here and they rebrand it, the companies outside. And they take it, maybe they put in the other product. But share product, share butter is not only for one product. They can take it because lots of type of cosmetics. Okay? So the roster, and what was something else? Do you remember? Fred? We promised something else for productivity. Anyway, there was 2 equipments that she asked. Said, okay, this is very interesting for us. Okay? What was that?
And a crusher.
Crusher. Yeah, she wanted also crusher. Okay? So that's something very interesting to us because it will help. It is very direct impact. Okay? Based on the numbers that she has provided. You have a numbers, and by the way, you have to be number crunch if you want to create a success story, because the idea is not about helping others. It's the idea about making others feel that they have earned it. And others, when they copy you with trust. We want others to copy you. Okay? Now, talking about the second part now, sir. Why we have share? And by the way, most of the share product you are producing is from trees that have been there for maybe more than 50 years. Isn't it? So I don't see people either growing more share butter, and I don't see people they are trying to diversify their product. Okay? By for example, I was talking about Hilda or other products. Okay? I don't see that. I brought a chocolate with me from Dubai. Okay? I told him, see this product? It comes from your country. The material inside, the raw material, it's maybe about maybe 10% of it. But you are buying it, if you buy it now in Dubai, your product with chocolate, it is maybe at least 20 times from the product that they taken it from. Why? Because they know how to market it, they know how to, and all of us we don't know. We bring the people who knows, and we pay them, we are working as a professional. Otherwise, what we are doing, most of us, we are taking, for example, the women. They are making the women make weaving, and they are trying to sell it in the next door. Do you think this will have a return? But if you are having a fashion lady, for example, like our sister here, she have this now t-shirt, okay, or this t-shirt, and she make it for she see what is there is demand in the market of Europe, which is appreciated, or in different African countries that's coming, or even the Arab world. For example, Arab world, if you make from this abaya, you know abaya, the long one, okay, it will bring for you maybe 20 times the price that you are minimum. So we need a fashion designer. We need someone who is doing the marketing. We need the proper packaging so that we can make it live. Ladies and gentlemen, need these challenges. It's very, very nice to live with these challenges, isn't it? And very nice to live with disappointments also. We might fail in one place, But sure, up to out of 10 in the beginning, you'll get 10 hits. 1 hit or 2 hits. Okay? But now I claim my hit rate, after all this experience, 4 years, 21 countries, traveling approximately every week to a country, I can tell you my hit rate so far is only 30%. But it's better than 0. It's better than, so I'm changing life of 30% of the people I'm meeting. That means for me. Okay? So there is a return with time for, of course, having people with you, knowing the market. It's much better, it will increase it. Any other questions?
I think I'll add something up.
Yes, sir,
What
please.
Dr. just said. I think in your earlier submission, you made mention of a project. I don't know whether it's in Bahrain or something. Review of maths.
Mauritania.
Mauritania.
Africa. I mentioned I will
Yes.
mention to you
So,
Africa. So
Yes, as a response to the question that my brother asked, like sometimes when we want to sell some of these products, we need to let our target market know that it's more or less like coming from a social enterprise, like you earlier said. I think I will share experience.
please.
My previous job, I was working with one NGO, which was living recently in the news, badly. This ANAS expose on treatment and orphanage. Yes, they keep orphans and people with disabilities there. So we had this project. I think we were producing long brooms, which were being exported to US to sell. But the same long brooms, some were being produced in Mexico and Ethiopia. But the fact that we could add that story to it, that these are being handmade by people with disabilities in Ghana and all that, I think it made it more easier to compete with the other products from the other countries. So likewise, I think we can also adapt something here. If we make it look like, okay, this shea butter is coming from Upper West, and these are the challenges that the young people are facing, and this product is coming from the young people and all that, I think we will be able to make it more attractive to our target market. So I think this is something Dr. shared, and I think we can also adapt it, and I've also had that experience myself. Because I think for something like shea butter, we have it in abundance. I visited one where we went the last time when we came from the Nawala. I went there, they knew we were having some 10-acre maize farm there. They took me to the fields and I saw a lot of shea nuts rotting away. So I was asking us, so can't we pick this? And also, so, the people are not, there's no motivation to do it. When they pick, they will not get the market for it. I said, meanwhile, my friends who are pestering me that, Master, start something here, we have the market in UK. I said, where is the gap coming from?
For that we call it mediation company. We need a company which is we do it with you here, where it will start even for only local for Ghana, then it goes global, Africa and so on. But we need to start. Starting such a company, it will solve lots of problems. You could see, for example, Amazon will not take from you a product if you don't have a website, if you don't have a registered company, if you don't have your photos in the website. You don't have, most of us, isn't it? This T-shirt now, I want to buy this T-shirt. I know that there is I can't sell it. If I now take it for my children, I will tell you they will buy it. Okay? I buy it maybe here, maybe 10% of what I'll sell it to them, to my children. I'm telling you. There's a huge now demand from you that they like to put shirts like this and so on every day and so on to show that it's different and so on. Okay? Let alone putting on it something slogan from Ghana or something like this. Okay? Yesterday I was asking him about the youth pledge. What is you call it? The youth?
Yes, please.
Youth.
The pledge.
That you did, sir.
Youth anthem.
Youth anthem. Okay. Why I ask? I want to put this with that shirt and give it to the people. Okay. I want to sell it. See that, by the way, most of the solutions we bring for products doesn't come from the same market. It comes integrating different things to bring the solution. This is our know-how. We need the know-how of experts. We need your know-how. So it is these three parties that if they work together, okay, it makes all the difference. Continue do whatever you are doing good. Okay, mashallah, I am very proud in Ghana. youth is very engaged in. I thought, and I will see. I will not see better youth than India and Bahrain, because Bahrain is very good. Tunisia is very good. Morocco is very good. But I see now in Ghana is number 1. Okay, so let's give it yourself really. MashaAllah. And youth, we said in Bahrain, we say every 3 youth they have 1 NGO. Now we have, I think, broken the record. I think here every 2 youth they have NGO. Okay. So I think if we continue working for the community, we'll develop lots of inspiring people. But we need to differentiate the way we are giving solutions, not only service. Okay, the world needs the people that we are serving, whether they are youth, girls, women, elderly, giving healthcare, so that people see opportunity in the country. Because I see all of you, to be plain, including me, if we do these projects, and still people are migrating, they are looking to live in the West and dying in the road. Okay, but if people see opportunity, even working for NGO, doing something for them, even if they are paying 10% here than Europe or Arab world, they still stay here. Because they are seeing themselves, no? As a humans, they are feeling there is what they call it self-fulfillment.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I think time is fast spent, but this is a humble appeal to Doctor.
Yes, sir.
I can see you are. I wouldn't say you are the repository of wisdom, but you are knowledgeable. I know you have a wide network, but like I introduced to you earlier, the organizations gathered here are very powerful organizations making serious impact in the Upper West region. I can see through your presentation you are in love with Northern region, but we also have a lot of challenges here. And I think one key ingredient that can help young organizations here to also be effective or to make meaningful impact.
Can I comment before you conclude? I forget to tell you something. This is what maybe this is the role of Kwesi and Fred and Brother Hanafi. We are trying, and will not say this and go away. We want to run with you 2 programs. One program is very quick one. A workshop for 5 days. Already we said this in the Tamale.
Yes.
Okay, that will give you a flavor, and maybe you can start. Maybe later you'll say, I do not need your 6-month program. And we have a program which is all this is free. All you have to attend and find a place where I will send you the PowerPoint presentation already recorded with the case studies, with the examples, and so on. Okay. Then you do that's not a lecture, not a workshop. You have to go practical and do a project. Once you start to do a project, then I will go for the 6-month program. We'll give you certificates also on that. As much people as you want, you can bring, as long as you find the place and the proper place to cover them. That's the beginning. I told Kwesi, it's up to you guys that I come back here again, or bring people even better than me, or send you experts in the field that you are missing. There is clearly, you don't have, with all the respect, even though I'm sure there is lots of agriculture engineers in the country, but they are not doing a proper job. Because agriculture engineering is not about maintaining certain product in a certain field. Agriculture engineering is diversifying the product with this, mashallah, abundance of water and. Isn't it a shame, people? They say that we have dry season 6 months, while you are having a very huge rain 6 months. In the Arab world, we are, once petrol finish, we will just get in hunger and die. Okay, we are having a more important natural resource, which is water. You don't know how to maintain it. That's something else. That's where we need to introduce. And already I'm starting my test. I'm not waiting for you. If you don't come to me, already I started doing some wells and so on. I want to see how we can do dams, how we want to minimize also water pollution. We're going near the lake. What's the name of the lake? Dalon, okay. You've seen the, I'm not sure if you know that lake, that area. It was a very nice lake, but so already the sanitary waste or the sewage water is already going there. Okay? So people are eating from there, drinking from there, and it's already, the sewage is clearly going there. So we're already starting something. Okay? But I believe this is your country. I can't love this country. I wish I can love this country more than you. But I can't. That's a reality. You know better also how to solve the problems of your country. once you put your hand on it and go to the field.
Okay, thank you very much. So in conclusion, what I wanted to say is, I think at appropriate time we will give you more information about all the groups that you met here,
Yes,
so
sir.
that at least you know their areas of focus and see how best you can also help them to build partnerships. It's one key thing that
For that we are opening platform. When everyone say whatever you have, and let's not keep it one-to-one. All of us can learn from each other. You have something, see all of you, whatever you talk, you have something that we don't have. And he knows that in certain community, if we approach it in certain way, and we are willing to try, we are willing to invest in trying, to break the fear of, oh, well, I can't try, maybe I will be mistaken. No, life is all about the fun. My expertise, by the way, how I built it, from failures, not from successes. But I became expert to solve problems even for governments. So let's try. The more we try, and I'm telling you, your hit rate will increase, and you'll see the impact on your community much faster than the services we are providing.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
We'll urge you that any materials or resources that you have.
We'll put in the WhatsApp group. We have 21 books. We have many papers, case studies with pictures. It shows you where we are, and I'll put for you even the presentations there. Okay. And I encourage you to register also for the workshop once they announce about it and they find the proper place. Okay. Yes.
Or any other opportunities, training programs, and all that. Try to channel more to
Sure.
Upper West.
Sure.
Once again.
And also we invite you, once you are inshallah do the projects, okay, we'll invite you for our forums. Every year we have a forum in different country. This year it happened to be in Bahrain because it is our 4th year, celebrating entering our 5th year. But we had done nine forums in different countries, from India, Slovenia, Bosnia, Morocco. You name, every time we jump in a country. Okay. But when they do projects, we celebrate with them and so on. So I hope you make us come back to Ghana. Okay. And bring many people. Usually with us, with me comes at least 30 to 40 experts. They are specialized in solving problems. Okay. And you can see this in our YouTube. If you write my name, Buheji, Buheji, if you didn't get my car, .com, you enter my website, you'll see lots of, on the YouTube, it shows the YouTube or whatever, you'll see many case studies alive. I mean, how we are solving, how we are tackling problems in different ways. In different communities, and sometimes, I'm lucky that I are speaking English. I go to communities, they speak French, or they speak Slovenian, or speak Bosnian, and so on. They can't speak with me. So I have this barrier of communication. With you, I know that you understand half of what I'm saying because I'm job lost, but at least you are understanding something. There I take long time, and sometimes they do something opposite of what I want because they misunderstood what I wanted to say. Okay, thanks a lot. We usually take a pledge, so let's take a pledge because our pledge represents our intention. Okay, so this time Kwesi will say it. Yes. Can we stand up, please?
Okay. And let's hold hands.
The pledge, you focus on explain it in your hand. Actually, I don't have a good hand. Okay, see the hand difference? For that I'm explaining. Okay? This area is the area of empathy. So make sure when you raise your right hand like this, I'll explain to you. When you raise right hand like this, okay? Because you want to these areas, his area and my area comes like this. Same thing here. Okay? So right hand up. Left hand down.
Okay.
Left hand down. Okay. And now we do it like this. Okay. Like this. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Nobody does like this. Only husband and wife. Okay. Yes. Otherwise you'll fly. Okay? It'll give you lots of energy. Can you feel the energy now? The blood flow. Can you see it? Okay. Can you see it? You don't press too much because you break my Yes, okay. So,
Kwesi.
go ahead.
So just for the record,
Yes, that is it. Told me today. Okay, alone we are weak.
Alone we are weak.
Okay, we have to say it from the stomach because it shows our passion to do a change. Alone we are weak.
Alone we are weak.
No, say it higher because we are weak now. Alone we are weak.
Alone we are weak.
Together we are strong.
Together we are strong.
We shall work together.
We shall work together
As a family.
as a family
In mutual trust.
in mutual trust
And responsibility. responsibility.
and responsibility.
My opinion
is of no importance.
is of no importance.
Our opinion
is
of no importance.
of no
The only
importance.
thing of importance
The only thing of importance
is the reality.
is the reality.
We shall change it
We shall change it
with teamwork.
with teamwork.
Working for what?
Working for
It's
our,
all about teamwork.
it's all about teamwork.
Working for our NGO.
Working for our NGO,
It's all about teamwork.
it's all about teamwork.
Working for our community.
Working for our community,
It's all about teamwork.
it's all about teamwork.
Working for Ghana.
Working for Ghana,
It's all about teamwork.
it's all about teamwork.
Hey, teamwork.
Hey, teamwork.
Hey, Ghana.
Hey, Ghana.
Thank you very much.